I wanted to essentially come out with a video that talked about my acne journey, because I have had acne. It's not cute. It's not the best. It's made me insecure my whole entire life. It's not fun. It's not easy to deal with, and it's just annoying. So I wanted to come on here and talk to you guys about what has worked for me. I am not a specialist. I am not a professional, so don't cue me on that section, but I did want to tell you what worked for me and what could work for you. So I took some notes down so that you guys can, so this is just way more organized, you know what I mean? So it started when I was 9, 10, maybe I was like in, I want to say middle school. Like right when I entered middle school is when puberty hits and you get the acne, and it happens. It's life, right? Like you let it go by and you're like, yeah, it's gonna only last a little bit and it's gonna be gone, whatever. So I was really bad about picking my skin when I was at that age, because it already looked bad enough. I had like glasses that were like circle like that, and like very, yeah, I was such a nerd. I wore braces, glasses, and on top of it I already have this acne going on my face, right? So me just being me, I decided that I wanted to start painting my face. And then so I started picking and picking, and you guys all know that picking your pimples isn't the greatest idea, but as I got older it wouldn't go away. It just started getting more inflamed, more irritated. I was in high school and still had it. I had to cover it up with makeup. You know the situation. We all do. We all go through it. But I always tried everything, but it seemed like it wasn't working. So just to name a couple brands, I use Clean and Clear, Mario Badescu, acne face mask, and makeup that help for acne, because the last thing you want to do is put makeup on your acne after it's already irritated and inflamed, gross and stuff. So that's what I would do every day. And I would hate walking around with acne all over my face. So I would consistently put makeup on and makeup and makeup and pounds of makeup. And that was the only way I could solve it. So it seemed, because I swear I had used everything, like everything you could possibly think of, and it wasn't working. So it finally came down to my skin actually not liking salicylic acid. So I'm like super, like anything that has salicylic acid will just irritate my skin, make it red, and it wasn't really that cute. Not saying acne is supposed to be cute or anything, but so I found out that salicylic acid wasn't working for my face, and so I kept trying different things. And one day I was traveling to Mexico, and my uncle, there's a doctor, and he recommended a thing called Retin-A. So if you guys all know what Retin-A is, it's basically an anti-aging skin thing that you put on, and you're not supposed to be near the sun, because then your skin literally sets on fire and it's like super red. And yeah, I don't know the whole gist about the situation, but I put that stuff on my face. It wasn't working. It made my skin more irritated than it could possibly have gotten. Like, I don't know. Okay, so we used that, didn't work. This was 2 years ago. So like my skin hasn't been the best for a really long time. Like, this followed me way up to when I was like 24. Like, let's just say that even like a couple months before I actually got married to Kyle, I still had acne, and I would still cover it with the same stuff. I would still use the same thing. I had to fix this. I had to go to a specialist and see what was going on with my skin, because there's no way my skin hasn't been good for like 10 years of my life, right? Anyways, I went to the doctors and they prescribed me benzoyl peroxide gel 5%, right? And they did mix it with clindamycin, I don't know, something like that. I'll just have it like written down right here. And that was yeah. And so they did a 1:1 ratio and mixed it up and prescribed it to me. After the first year of trying it, I like had to go back for it, and I didn't have insurance, so they said it would be $500. Like $500 without insurance. So I was like, okay, your girl doesn't have that kind of money, so so I was just like, nah, I'm not doing it, whatever. My next alternative was to go to Mexico and see what my uncle would come up with, because he's a doctor in Mexico. And so I had to see what he would come up with, if he had some kind of formula similar to it. So we went to Mexico, or my dad went to Mexico. He showed him like the prescription box that the people had prescribed me, right? And he ended up giving me the clindamycin, I think, and then the benzoyl peroxide gel, and this is what I mix together every night and put on my face. And it's been working ever since. My skin doesn't get irritated, my skin doesn't get red from it, my skin just sucks it up, and it dries my pimples and everything. The only bad thing about this is that after I stop using it, it just comes back. So like, it's either I use this or I just let my acne like come and burst out again, which is not what I want. So this has been working for me for a while. I use like a gram of this and a gram of that, mix it together, put it on my face. It was like super cheap in Mexico. It was like, I don't know, 10 pesos for the clindamycin, and this was like $5 or something, $10 maybe, the benzoyl peroxide. I have like 2 boxes of this, so if I ever need 5% benzoyl peroxide, I know I can find it somewhere, so we're good. Okay, anyways, besides that, I wanted to talk to you guys about the CLARISONIC. I bought that right before I got married because I was like, your girl needs to have like golden skin on her wedding, and she needs to get on top of her game with her skincare and just like start like using something to clean my face every night, because exfoliating really helps. I'm not saying that it's like the best thing ever, but like exfoliating with like a brush or something is really helpful. Not anything grainy or St. Ives or like exfoliant that I put on my face is just too sensitive for it. I break out, I irritate, so I never use. My skin's like oversensitive, so it's like like, I have to use the most gentlest things on earth. Like, I can't even use like regular lotions. Like, I have to use a water-based lotion or else my skin like just starts exploding. So I don't have like a skincare routine, but I do use the exfoliant Clarisonic, or the Clarisonic brush thing on my face every morning and every night. And if you guys want me to go in depth about like my skincare routine, which I don't really have one besides the soap I wear and the SPF I put on every day, let me know. But I also want to point out that I did start using the Clarisonic in around May, and it's really worked for my skin. So if you really want to invest in your skin, I would recommend you get a Clarisonic, because at first I got one when I was like, I don't know, 15 or something, and it just ruined my skin. Like, it felt like it was like purging my skin almost, like making it irritated and like gross and stuff. And really, I just think that my skin was just irritated and didn't want anything to do with anything anymore, because I had done so much to it already. Also, I wanted to input that I did start using birth control, and that really helps too. And I don't know if it was because my acne was hormonal, or it was like, I don't know. I just want to point out that I've been using birth control and it hasn't ruined my skin at all. And if anything, it's made it better, because I feel like I don't get like acne stuff anymore. Like, and I don't know if it has to do with the birth control I take, or it's just naturally my skin. But yeah, that's about it. I didn't want to make this video too long, too detailed, because half of the stuff is I don't use too many products. I just wash my skin every morning, every night. I don't do anything special. I wash my bed sheets, not a big deal. Everyone does at a regular time. Nothing really made a difference on my skin like when I use these two products mixed together. So go get yourself some at the drugstore. I don't know where you would be able to find these, but I just want to let you guys know, because I know it would be helpful for some of you, and for some of you, you might take in consideration what you can do to your skin to improve it or whatever. Anyways, that's it for today's video. I had my notes in here. Sorry I kept looking down at the bed. I kept all my notes on the phone. But yeah, that's about it. If you guys have any questions, ask them down in the comment section. I will be posting a clip after this of my skin now. I do have a couple acne scars, like a lot. Like a lot are on the cheeks of my skin. I never actually got my acne on my chin. I don't think I've ever gotten one on my nose or like on my forehead. It was just usually my cheek area. So I would just pick a lot. Yeah. So thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. If this video was helpful, please thumbs up. And I will see you in the next video. You guys, because I want you guys to look at my skin now. I don't know if you can tell, but there is a little bit of acne scarring, and every now and then I do get acne. It's just not as irritating. Holy crap, this sun right now. Okay. as bad as I... Sorry. The sun needs to go away. Okay.